fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals? Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Rich Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
They got a triple?
Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
All right, man. That's where I can turn my season around, baby. Let's go.
First down for this
SEC
offense.
championship. Here we come. LSU.
Pulls it fired complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and Traylon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by
had to bring the blitz.
Ain't
no time.
Explain that one. Fourth down and long. The percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way you want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking downfield, it's back. Fires into the end zone. And he's
Yup, I told you, I'm going to start treating you like the tight end that you are.
Man, talk about playing complementary
Hit the
football. You get the
Heisman on that
you
hope.
get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage, putting points on the board.
And he's got
I'm
the
going to treat like the tight end that he is. Then you hit the Heisman pole.
That's exactly what you want to do when you have that high field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board.
Brady Crum didn't win it. Ain't nobody in it.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision maker. Decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Think about those guys on the move, man. He's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a It's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
Another direction. Push it down. Malachi.
27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Pressure coming. The sure hands, it's Durham. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the back there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly.
Yeah, Carpenter is headed green, but
let him
Green
make somebody miss
out
against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The give to the tailback.
Hey, Carpenter hit 2 last game,
getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Holds and fires complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel.
Come on, man.
His athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, Fred and...
Nowhere to go when the ball is loose.
Hit him too. Hit him too.
Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up
Williams heard
in the
me
hands
talking.
of the defense.
He said,
You've
okay.
got to do a better job with ball security.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he got smacked, and just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He fires to the left
what the
side.
fuck? And he dropped it. Bro, what the hell? Who was that?
Gets off the field on 4th down.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll go with a direct snap. And the Dogs pick up the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that.
He's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy. They're getting the sack.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football offense.
He was asleep last night, I guess.
Feeling some heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there.
Let's say it's 5:30.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd?
Yeah, but it's Clemson niggas said 5:30.
Communication is harder.
Niggas sitting around. He even told me, I got to
this crowd really affecting the football.
go get a 10-pound bag of chicken for my cookout tomorrow.
Does not work out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive. They took their chance and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game.
5:30 wasn't even a set 5:30.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Nussmeier.
We're supposed to send yesterday.
He's all the way down to the
We're supposed to send yesterday morning.
And a great job by the QB finding a running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch.
Actually, everybody played the games early, so. But yeah, it's supposed to be Friday at 12.
Makes the grab. It's Durham. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. LSU going to the line.
You talk USC and what's the name? They played the same day everybody else played. The same day LT played.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oh, you talking about, I forgot USC fucking, USC and Texas.
You saw it on that play right there.
They played literally the next day. They played Thursday.
Beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
The Tigers are on the quarterback changing the plays at the line. They want to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here in a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier.
Boom!
The pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. get another look at this Bulldog offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mid. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to cover and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, picked off. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead.
Oh, look out! He's at the 40.
ETN's loose. Venmo.
And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Georgia. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 13 over Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverages, getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
Why is he wide open?
Pulls it in on the right.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's loose. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do it.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's back. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
Excuse me? One of these niggas over back?
Touchdown, Dogs! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there getting set. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense. They have to execute
Oh, yeah, the Dogs is out today.
But they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process.
He's looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team. Because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going there.
Going over the top.
The quarterback.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Should be a decent pick next year.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Wait, nope.
Scanning the field, it's back. Going for 6.
Reels it into the end zone.
Touchdown,
get off the safety.
Bulldogs. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job.
He'll take a shot.
Okay, Beck.
And the pummeling has started. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
You ever yell at me like that again, you're going to have some problems, bro.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker.
Tackled
at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the end. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe.
Here we go.
Cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
Got him, and nobody's close. All kinds of running room. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. LSU right back to the line. Running back goes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll go to the ground.
Oh, that's
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Home run.
The offense in hurry and load.
Then the Giants and fucking
leaves it with the back.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Refuses to go down. Keeps those legs churning. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And he made the extra point without problem. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. This Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Hard running there. Good, solid tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Snap it to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll go right back to the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Just drives in between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back